right, let's see. Oh, I'm tripping. Why won't it? I want to come up here though. Let's see. Test. Okay. That's strange. All right. That's up. Well, I want to come up here though. I wanna. All right. I guess I could just get out of this. All right, let's see. I guess I could just get out of this. All right. Probably do the music a little louder, huh? I don't know how it sounds. I guess we'll just see if people come through. All right. Get started in just a sec. What's good? What's good? Not sure how the music. Not sure what the music volume sounds like over my microphone, but let me know, because this is really just a test, you know, trying to see how this all is going to play out. I got a new laptop and I'm cheeks at trying to set up like tech, so bear with me. But let me know if the music sounds too loud or if my audio is just too overbearing. But I got something for y'all. I custom made this best R moment like tournament. So we'll run this, but try to let a couple more people come through first. But until then, I figure we just run a tier list, get everybody's opinion on these characters. Cause I mean I know I got some hot takes, and I know I'm gonna get cooked for some of them, but that's the fun of subjectivity, right? How y'all holding up though? All right, I guess I'm just gonna start by moving the well, first, I mean, we gotta put the fish up there as goats, right? We just gonna move out some of the trash. Low key, Daruma probably could go fucking hard. I don't know. I shouldn't even just bother with these like people, right? Yeah, fuck. I'm just not even gonna bother with them. But let me first set the benchmark, right? So the benchmark for me personally has to be Yura, right? It's my goat. I mean, the thumbnail says it all. Let me see how. Let me first set the. No, that sounds alright. I think. I don't have my good. I got my other headphones in the other room, but I don't really need them. Where's your at? My goat. That's it right there. Oh, that's it. That's all. That's the goats. I guess let me share this out real quick. I mean, the test seems pretty decent though so far. Seems like everything's going pretty smooth. I need to get some better stream music though, man, because I'm just so sketchy on using anything just because like copyright. I'm not really trying to deal with all that. So I could like one of the things they said it was not copyright, but ads started popping up, so I just didn't trust it. All right. You two really be fucking playing with me though, man. I swear. Oh, yo. Those are kind of hard. All right. Who the fuck? Bro, get the fuck out of here. Random plus all right. Fuck it, let's just get cracking. All right. See, this is the problem with like live streaming, like being. Where's his ass at, man? Oh shit. I almost boofed. I almost boofed. Alright. Fuck it. I'm just gonna get started with or without anybody. Alright, Kunishige. I think we still got a lot more characterization to do for Kunishige that we'll get as the story progresses. You know, we're getting a lot of different perspectives on the possibilities of the enchanted blades and questions on their usage if they have a if there's a reason for them to be in use in present time. We know that they were needed for Kunishige's time. I mean, without Kunishige crafting those blades, Japan doesn't exist. You know, so that was his answer for justice. The story is going to be about Chihiro's answer for justice. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So I think Kunishige is at a good spot because he's like the pivot point for everybody. And any bit of crumbs we get on Kunishige, it leaves us, kind of on bated breath. Shiba, I'm not a big Shiba fan. I mean, the dude's got, like, he's objectively solid. You know what I mean? But it's just, I don't know. He just don't do it for me. You know what I mean? He ain't my cup of tea. But he is a solid character, and he does his part. Like, say for instance, in the battle currently in the fight we're in right now, Samura and Chihiro is trying to keep the fight within the area where Shiba has already evacuated. So he's playing a pivotal part in the fight without actually. Hey, OT, what's good, brother? I can't put him good tier, brother. But I do like his usage, though. I like his usage, though, because Samura and Chihiro is trying to contain the fight in the spaces where he's, like, cleared out. Of course, it's impossible for him to, like, save everybody. So I do like that mechanic of keeping somebody that isn't up at the man. Why is my camera tripping out? I might have to take the cam off. I don't know what's going on with that thing. But he can't save everyone. Like, I mean, he doesn't just, like, mass teleport or anything like that. So he's individually, collecting all these people. He has to make contact with them, basically. So I do like the him not having the hands to fight Yura with them, but he's still a pivotal part of the fight. He's buns. I hate Hashaku. Hashaku's cheeks. Uren, call me a simp, but I mean, I think she is dope, though. I like her ability, her demeanor. She's kind of like the big sister of the Hishaku. Feels like almost as if the Hishaku is Yura's found family. And I'm interested to see how the dynamic between the Hishaku play out with the current events happening. Hokuto. I'd probably put Hokuto in excellent. Just for his role and what he does. We don't expect, like, we're not expecting super, super deep character writing from him. It's more just, like, aura-filled moments that he's, like, delivering every time. By now, I mean, I'm just going to put her down here because but I am going to put Char here because she be here. I'll put them two together, Alright, I think I'm comfortable with that so far. We're not doing that. Azami. I don't know. That's a tough one there, man. Sojo or Azami, like, which one I prefer more? I do like the fact that Azami pulled up. I would love to see Azami throw hands with Sojo, though. Even though Sojo obviously has a cloud gouge, and we know the enchanted blades are, like, reign over all. Alright, yeah, I think that's cool right there. I'm not going to do none of these. We don't rock with Kazane around here. Snitch. Char's mom, we just gone. Kazan. One interesting thing I will say about Kazan is he introduces the concept of, like, the need of the enchanted blades in present time. You know what I mean? I do like that aspect. The fact that it's now, like, recontextualized with Yura's backstory. Izuru, I actually think Izuru is I think Izuru's pretty strong. I think he's pretty, like, a strong character. I'm not really worried about the other Kaminabi. Man, I don't really know how I feel about what is Ichiki. I don't know how I feel about Ichiki, to be real with you. He teeters on the balance. I think I'd put him right there. Honestly, I think... Is my camera tripping out, man? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up how to fix that. Let me look at the... I do have high hopes for her, though. Because I think... Like, I mean, we haven't seen Is the Kaminabi just gonna like disappear now? You know, what's gonna happen with everything going on? Kazen's out. Um, you know, he's out as like the rat. He's a traitor. We know her and Ichiki are like the next two up in terms of the top three, the white robes. I actually have more stocks for her than I do Ichiki, which I know is crazy. But the fact that we have nothing on her, no whereabouts, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sucker for the design. Maybe I'm just simping, which is very possible. Kudo, I think I'll put Kudo right there. I'm not huge. Samura right there is I know it's not a very popular opinion. I mean, he is these are just really how I feel about the characters, right? Objectively, Samura is one of the best written characters in Kagurabachi. I don't think that's debatable. But that doesn't necessarily have to mean that that he's for everybody. You know what I mean? I'm not really feeling the fact of him getting the blind man buff, right? All his like senses heighten up. Cool, makes sense. But then when he like gets rid of his blindness, then he gets an amp to get better vision. Now, of course, that is used to like used against him as a, you know, it's a nerd. He got buffed just to like have trauma from it, and Shiba told his ass to lock in. I'm really excited to see his reaction to looking at Soga like in person. That I don't read leaks, so I don't know what happens Sunday's chapter, but I'm hoping that we get some kind of interaction like that. But I mean, for right now, I'll leave it right there. Uraha, I actually like Uraha more than Samura personally. The other two sword bearers. Now, I'm not saying I love Soga or I agree with him. You know what I mean? But he's going to be the hero that Yura needed. He wanted to protect Japan. Now that Shikoku is now that Shikoku's wiped out, what does he have to protect Japan from? Is he pissed off about how they treated him? He might consider himself a hero, so being thrown in a pit like that for 18 years can't be fun. But he's going to bring some he's going to introduce a lot of dynamics in the story, especially with Chihiro knowing that that's his uncle. And also, how's he going to react to Kunishige being killed by the Hishaku? Are the Hishaku going to accept Soga? You know, because I personally don't think that Yura's getting his body back. I know it's like unpopular opinion, and you know I get that, but I just think Yura's conclusion was so well done and handled like perfectly. Like Hokuzono landed the plane and gave him like a send off that resonated. You know what I mean? He kind of flipped everything on his head, thinking that Yura's an islander. Yura is something like from the war, but his thing takes place what happens after the war. I like that kind of small twist that Hokuzono chose to go with his character. Yuki, that's my third favorite character. Hakuri. I like Hakuri, and that little motherfucker, he has some aura moments. But I just like, it's almost like Hokuzono, like these two, Samura and Hakuri. Hokuzono introduced them with, well, I mean, of course, they had to work their way up to getting Tobimune back or awakening the storehouse to get like these broken abilities. But it just seemed like the story is getting too easy if they are able to remain in full power. I don't think anyone can deny that, because we see Chihiro's just eating centipedes and shit like that because he has the Suzaku being healed. Samura's gotta go, or you know, his usage of Tobimune has to go. It just seems like, of course, Soga's a different story. I do agree to that, but it just makes like it's just an easy device to kind of keep Chihiro going through fights without taking much damage. And I mean, shit, the way Soga's looking, we may need that. Hey, what's up, gambler? And Hakuri, that little motherfucker got aura. He be moving me. He really be moving me. Like chapter 34, when he awakened, is insane. But that boy's brain probably looks like Gojo's. You know, that that mashed potato brain. Because he be pushing himself. What is it, like 5 chapters ago against Yuki Sada and Kiri? He used Storehouse like 5-6 times. And he used ISO like twice. Or maybe once. But the thing is, overusage is a thing. He's already like halved his abilities on both sides. So he's now also like in a fight with Izuru against Hokito. So he's gonna have to use his ability again. And he can't now. He also cannot bring Hokito into the storehouse because the security guy's in the storehouse. So he has to bring him out too. So there's a lot of things at play. A lot of things at play for Hakri to like really burn himself out. And I'm interested to see what Hokuzona's going to do with him because he's a pivotal part for like Chihiro's plan, right? And I just don't think that that's going to work. That's going to have to give out eventually. All right. I really don't care about Tafuku or whatever his name is. Kyora's conclusion, like, handled so well. Yeah, I think it's probably like this. Tenri. Yo, I bet people would deadass be mad if I put Tenri over Shiba. Yeah, I think it's like that. This is probably in order too, in terms of like who I'm fucking with, or like who I'm like looking forward to. Obviously, like Sojo's dead. Azami's probably cooked too. We not gonna do none of them. Soya, fraud, bum. Yeah, we'll probably rock like that. We not gonna worry about none of these. We not gonna do none of these. Man, there's a lot of fodder in Kagurabachi, but nobody kills fodder better than fucking Chihiro. Like he'd be tearing ass up. Best genus. Yeah, I probably rock with him right there. Just is that Sumi? Oh, wait, hold on. We got Hirohiko. Hirohiko is divisive because people really ride for Hirohiko, or they just like straight up hate Hirohiko. I don't know how y'all feeling about Hirohiko though. Oh wait, let's. All right. Yo, Kiyoshi dropping. My bad, y'all. Just checking something real quick. It's a party. It's a party. All right. Next up, so Hirohiko, right? I'm thinking, obviously Hirohiko ain't done. I think we all agree to that, right? Here, I fuck with Hirohiko heavy, and I had a lot of stocks in him, but I lost faith in that boy. I mean, he went out sad. That's non-negotiable. That boy was like almost melting into the fucking ground. But that third ability, remote activation, true realm, there's just so many things. Yo, what's good, Alexander? It is absolute cinema though, by the way. Oh, especially like presentation. Hokuzona's just got that shit on lock for like a 25-year-old to have like cinematic storytelling, like done effortlessly, it seems. But like Hirohiko, I think there's just so many different like variables that he can kind of jump back into the story. You know, the whole thing with like Soga going on right now. How are the Hishaku gonna move going forward? And Hirohiko seems like he's like the son. Him and Yuki Sada, like I said, it's like Yura's found family almost, the Hishaku. Yuki Sada, Hirohiko are like the kids. You Urin's maybe like the aunt, the big sister, and like Toto's like the little sister or some shit. Akinator, what's up, bro? Nah, you're majestic. With your cute ass. But I'm thinking Hirohiko just has a lot of plays, right? I mean, the third ability, True Realm, the story is set up in a way that if you can think it and you can conceptualize something and visualize it, it's almost you can make it happen. Of course, we know that he says he was like out of spirit energy. But it just takes one statement for him to be like, I poured a little bit of my spirit energy into the sword before I let go of it. I mean, obviously that's like that revisionist writing is not great, but that would be one of the things where you forget about in the long run. It'd be in the moment, kind of sucks, but so I think Hirohiko still got a lot of play coming in. He's gonna heal. They have a way to heal him. So, I mean, there's just a lot at play right now for the Hishaku in general. Is that Moku? Oh, yeah, Rose. So that's Moku right here. Moku, I'm sorry. I'm not a big Moku guy, but Sumi? Put her up there. You know what? Sumi. Ro. Alright, I'm going to put Ro about... I'll put Ro above Tenri. Yeah. I'm probably one of the only like Kagurabachi fans that dead ass just don't rock with Samura and Shiba. I don't know many people that don't, usually it's like one or the other. I personally don't rock with either of them. I make a lot of memes at both of their expense, but good characters nonetheless. Kaguri's if Kaguri just didn't kill that teacher like in the when they were going to look for Iori, I could argue that he would become a part of the group. But how is Chihiro gonna really you can't expect Chihiro to bring this kind of guy on board. But he is a good character, very strong. I like characters that have ideals. He actually helped push Chihiro into becoming a better swordsman, work on his technique. He was the perfect stepping stone for Chihiro. Excuse me. Man, my camera keeps fucking up. I'm about to turn my camera off in a second, y'all. Y'all gonna have to miss my cute ass. I do got something else planned after that. I'm just doing this real quick because I got this right here. This is a custom thing I made. I'm gonna have to. I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link in chat. But this is what I want to do. And I want to get everybody participating in this. And it'll be put against each other. It'd be the best of 24. I try to get most of the aura moments. Some of them are kind of meme aura moments, but we're gonna hop on that in a second. I'm just gonna run through this. Iori. I probably put her right here. It took me a while to kind of really get on board with her awakening, but I accept it, and it's not even bad. I do think she's interesting as well. I like the parallel between Iori and Chihiro. Excuse me, Iori is kind of a parallel universe, excuse me, it's the words escaping me. She's basically a what if for Chihiro. What if Chihiro had the option to sacrifice his memories in order to have a life like hers, a simple life, a life that doesn't involve killing and basically turning from sun to sinner. He could just be a kid. And it's the conviction and the resolve where he says he wouldn't trade those memories for the world. And that's going to play a big part because Chihiro is accepting what his dad made and what his father's creations have done. Chihiro's answer is not about... Chihiro's answers for justice is going to come down to I think personally getting... I mean, as we know, he wants to destroy the blade. So he's already came to that conclusion. He doesn't want to just collect them and get them back. He wants to destroy them and rid the world of them. And now we see more people are bringing up the idea that there is a place for the enchanted blades in current time. I'm not saying they personally, I'm not saying they do, but I don't know how Hokusan's gonna flush that out. But Toto, she she's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not gonna put her over Robe. I'll put her over Tenry. Honestly, I kind of just want to hop into that best aura moment one. That would be real with y'all. Yo, y'all think Hokuto cracked this old lady? Hokuto probably cracked that old lady dead ass. La Freaka. The swords? Oh, alright, Akinator, who give me run down your favorite swords. Obviously we don't know the two, but out of the five that we know, run down your favorite ones. Cause to be real with you, I don't know, like all the swords are cool, right? N10's got more lackluster abilities, but they're very functional in battle. But they're not like wow, like Suzaku. Kumiyuri is crazy, but we still need to see a third ability. But Kumiyuri does seem like a very fun sword, right? And Cloud Gouger, that's probably my favorite. Ibuki Misaka is in my top 5 favorite characters. Speaking of, do they have him on here? Yeah, Cloud Gouger. I mean, Sojo just came in with that bitch raw too. Like, they had like the perfect villain to wield that sword, but I would love to see Ibiki just like run the ones with somebody with that thing. Like, cause we see him cloaking himself in that flashback against the Soga. Like, I'm hoping we see that fight, and that's when we see Ibiki like just flex with it. Is Ibiki even in here though? Cause I know the other two sword bearers are right here. Man, they did my dude dirty. If so, fraud. I should have made my own, but I was too busy making that other joint. Fraud. Fraud. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait. Okay, no. Oh, wait. This is my goat right here. I know the back of that head. Pause. I know the back of that head anywhere. Natsuki. Natsuki's good. Yeah, that Magasumi, like the panels with the Magasumis do go crazy. Like when Kyora just was like that one panel Kyora holding it. Oh man. I was like, oh shit. And then the butterfly came out. Like, bro, the Magasumi dead ass is like, here's your flowers before it kills you. It literally gives you your funeral flowers. It's insane. The Magasumi is dope though. Like, so we know it's got more than 3 abilities, you know, with the malediction. What exactly, like, is the malediction just like a mass spread of, you know, just death, liquid death? Because we see when, I mean, Euro is just wielding the tip, right? Pause. So if Euro is wielding the tip, with Euro wielding the tip, you know, he's walking around and just dropping people, sorcerers in the Kabunabi, right? But they getting back up. They can like fight off of that with their spirit energy. What's Soga about to do? Because he's using the full thing. He's gonna unsheath that monster. And it's I think every time that thing gonna unsheath, it's looking for blood. I got my blood. I don't really care about Isu. Shigaraki. See, that's a good way to look at it. Like just a spread of decay, you know? Because it wiped out 200,000. You know, we don't know the exact time increment, you know, how slow it did it or how quick it did it, you know what I mean? But the fact that it wiped out a whole island is insane. And then that motherfucker was sitting there, you know, cooking and stewing like on just some bullshit in a pit. So he's gonna get it back in blood. Like, he has to be pissed. That's the only thing I could really think of. But I mean, hey, he's the hero for Yura. Itsuo Shirikai. Put him right there. Honestly, I'm about to just jump to that aura moment thing because I can run it back if more people join. To be real, Kiri, Kiri. I like Kiri. She's cool. I really like Urin. Her design's dope. I think Ice is a cool ability. Bingo, don't really fuck with Bingo. Bingo and Hashaku are my least favorite Hishaku members. And y'all know, like Hishaku, that's my, Hishaku hideout, you know. So like, there's an agenda there. I do like Yuki Sada. His ability is wild, right? If he has like the perfect body and a technique to be the vessel. The man's walking around holding his head, so his cheeks got to be the weak point. I think everyone I don't know about that. I think it's more like a wish coming through or something comes. A wish is alright. What you mean, Akinator? My bad. But Yuki Sada, I'm gonna put Yuki Sada right there. See, because Kagurabachi has like so many good characters, right? It's the drop off is insane though, because there's like 10 really, really, really strong characters. I think everyone has like a top 10 that's like pretty strong, where it's hard to decide the top 7. But like after like once you get to like after the top 10, the drop off kind of is noticeable. But it you know, like for me, it's Yura, Chihiro, oh Malediction. Oh, okay, yeah, that would be. I mean, that's the thing. The True Realm just invites all these like insane what ifs, you know, and the possibilities of like you synchronizing with the blade, because we also know that Shikoku's only sealed. The flowers are still blooming on Shikoku, they say, so that must mean the Soga has spirit energy in the sword, because those are manifestations of spirit energy. Like, because the Rakuzaichi when Kiora used it, but those aren't there no more. I don't know. Y'all think it's gonna go back to Shikoku? I'm hoping the final fight is on Shikoku. You know, not saying Shikoku is gonna be much of a thing, but maybe that's just like the battleground they choose, whatever the outcome is. Alright, I'm cool with like. Yo, Dice loves this chick, by the way. I don't know why. That's Dice's bae right there. We call it ear bae. But yeah, honestly, I haven't even thought of that. But now that you bring it up, it is kind of crazy. And you know, we may just get more commentary on like real life usage of, you know, what the events that took place. Like kind of like JJK with Modelo. It seems like Gege's got a lot to say, a lot of commentary on real life events or you know, political strategies in real life. And I'm not big on that type of stuff, right? You know, I see it for what it is. I take it, you know, especially like author's intent. You know, if the author's intent is to like mirror these things, it is important to like look at them and weigh them a part of the story and what they mean to like the characters in that specific universe. But it's a hard thing to really like quantify like real life things and then equate them in manga sometimes. But something like that is interesting that you say that. And it's Soga. It's just we gotta see more on Soga. Like, was he telling the truth to Yura? I mean, I think he was. How's Soga gonna move now? Now that he's in Yura's body, is he gonna just like take over Yura's body like the way he looks? Is he gonna look like Yura, just be moving in like a vessel? And it's insane that he can do that through the sword, right? I mean, I connected through spirit energy. I mean, Yura did give himself up too, but it's the fact that Soga didn't like just force his way to take over Yura. That's what I think is the most interesting thing, is that Yura gave himself up to Soga. Soga just didn't steamroll his like sense of self to take over. I think that's like very important to note too, is the fact that Yura did surrender himself. Like Soga had to ask him, "Give yourself to me." Pause. Um, I just all I know is there's one fight I need to see, and I'm gonna rehash this again. Is I want to see that Ibiki fight against Soga, like with the other sword bearers. Man, if we get like a 4-chapter fight of that, I'm getting the honey out. I'm getting the honey out in bulk. Alright. So these are the characters that I'm just really fucking with, right? This is not like objectively written, because Samura will be way higher if we were like looking at objectively written. Because objectively, like Hiyuki is not, she's a strong character, has strong ideals and morals, but we don't see much of her yet. She still has more to come, you know what I mean? So like she would be below Samura if we're talking about objectively, objective writing. But like obviously the fish is kind of a meme, but Enten is super important, and the fish do play a big role of like the themes for what Kunishige was trying to like impart to Chihiro. The fuck? How's the stream quality though? All right, so we're just gonna jump to this now. All right. Man, Akinator, you got me thinking though about that Hiroshima thing though, to be real with you. You got my brain moving a bit. My brain feel funny. All right. Oh, you're talking about Kiri and Itsuo Shirikai, the progenitor of the AI White Purity style. I mean, it would be cool to get a. Oh, appreciate you, Drum. It would be interesting to see like a training arc in the mountains, like they go to Shirikai and maybe Chihiro tightens up his AI White Purity style, or his like, because we see the Magatsumi is just overpowering. I'm gonna have to look that up, Akinator. Yeah. Samura, I agree. I do agree on that. Even though Samura isn't big for me personally, you cannot take away the impact of the like. All right, so I'll be real with you. I have a daughter, right? Any type of writing when it comes to children, like I got a wife and a little girl. So you're cooking, by the way, Alexander, because Hakuri's Awakening 34 is one of my favorite chapters, top 5 favorite chapters for me. But Samura and Yuri, that stuff, like, I don't see how it doesn't resonate with people. Like, even me as not a Samura fan, it moved me. I ain't gonna lie, I teared up reading it because I'm empathetic, so I pour a lot of myself into it. Yeah, Yura. Do you think Yura's gonna get his body back? I know most people think Yura is gonna get his bodies back, but I'm one of the few that think he might not. His conclusion right there was just so fucking strong and good. Let me see. All right, got that going. So y'all want to do this best aura moment? Let me share this stream real quick, guys. I'm sorry. How y'all holding up though, by the way? Y'all good? Alright. My bad. I had to share that out. We're gonna get started on it. I want y'all to participate too. Y'all let me know what moments y'all think is the most aura. Now this randomized. Oh, we know which one this one is, right? This is a pretty easy one. Samura's eyes open versus Kiri and Hakuri going up against Yuki Sada. Now, it was really hard to like balance this thing. I actually picked like 82. I think I went to 82 panels, and I just kind of like went through the story real quick and grabbed them. So I may have missed a couple, but I think I got all like the most important ones, right? So I don't have to ask y'all. I know. See, this is what I kind of meant by like the meme. Uh, who do you think represents the strongest in Kagurabachi? Kunishige or Akamura? Oh wait, 1 second. Gotta be right back. I'm gonna answer your question, Akinator. I'll be right back. Good catch, brother. And I was saying you were cooking with that because you said it, bro. Chihiro cosplayer. Thank you for that, by the way. To answer your question though, it's like obviously I don't think Kunishige is like represents the strongest. You know, I think he's more of like an avenue. He's an avenue for like other characters to flourish, whereas Akimura is like the major obstacle, and it's easy to call him the strongest because of his like overwhelming power. But I don't know. We gotta like it's just all comes down to his like actual true self, right? You know, maybe he's just a straight shooter. I think the next 5 chapters is gonna really tell us where Kagurabachi is gonna go. But Akimura, I mean, he's just like the undoubtedly strongest. Like even the other people call him like the sword master. They revere him in that sense. So it, but in terms of ideology of what it means to be the strongest, someone like Benimaru from Fire Force, Gojo, All Might in his prime, there Kagurabachi doesn't have that, and I think that's the Yura's point. There was no one there to, no heroes around, so we turn into the villains. That's Yura's whole thing. Um, you know, that's a good question. I never really thought about like who represents the strongest, like in terms of like a ideological way. But who y'all got on this one? Chihiro and Samura pinching Yura, excuse me, with double AI Puri Stout or a Student of Freedom. I personally am rocking with the Student of Freedom. I mean, Hirohiko just moves me. Like back this when Hirohiko was moving like this, he was built. He was really built different. Plus, Dice would probably be mad at me if I don't. Oh, this ain't even fair, man. Like, look at Sumi. Look at that aura, right? Fuck my. Yeah, like like Kunishige's emergence. Also, I would like to see where Kunishige's story is about. Like his you know, what is his like backstory? Where what's good digital? Like where does like Kunishige come from? Like how was he moving when he was younger? Was he kind of like just a raw dude, or was he always like this virtuous guy that just took it easy? Because we do see him get serious at like certain moments. We don't know what the conversation looked like when he gave up his life, or when he took his life, excuse me. A lot of that is gonna hang on Kunishige's character, and like before people kind of hopped in, I was talking about Kunishige, saying that we still have characterization that we need for Kunishige, but his emergence, obviously, in the universe and his creations definitely changed the landscape of Japan and I mean, we could say the world because they did have a war with a whole nother island. But who y'all got, Sumi or the Hishaku entrance? Who got more aura here? I mean, Damn, my girl turned the heater on. It's about to get hot. I'm about to take this fucking sweater off. Personally, as a simp, and I'm not even gonna front. I got Sumi, even though like I'm a part of the Hishaku hideout, and here's my goat. It's cool though too because this like panel mirrors when the passive pain teleported into Konoha. Akinator, you get me. But like when they teleported into Konoha, fuck with y'all. You could look back. Yeah, I agree. Hishaku for the hype, Sumi with the R. Ooh, this is a tough one. This one's kind of tough though. Four-way standoff or Samura, chapter 77. Flying high. The four-way standoff though. This is where the story I think really gets like serious. You know, this is right before he locks in it with the Magatsumi. We have all these like theories going on. I'm interested to see who y'all would pick. Honestly, I mean, maybe it's because I'm not a big Samura guy, and I'm sorry for my cam messing up, y'all. If it bothers y'all, let me know. I'll take it off. But the four-way standoff, that's probably my personal pick. But I'm open to, you know, it's a democracy here. Okay. We have the same mind. Us three sharing probably yeah, you're keeping up is crazy. That's a good call because he's not a master swordsman going up against master swordsman. See, this just ain't fair for Azami. This Fent Azami versus Chihiro. Chihiro chapter 83 is probably my favorite Chihiro moment. You know, and plus when we see him teleport the sword from the fish, that changed everything. It was like, oh no, Chihiro he leveled the fuck up. Let me restart the music because it's been on for a minute. It's halfway done. I got Chihiro. I mean, just the moment, you know, him fighting Samura finally came, right? And I don't know about y'all, but I think Hokuzono, like, he landed that fight. He lived up to the expectation of what we wanted in that skirmish. You know what I mean? Azami locking in is cool, but it doesn't really have, like, the ramifications is just kind of, there's not much, he didn't do much with it. You know, he held up, I mean, it is fair to say that he did hold Yura up long enough for Shiba to pull up. Yeah, you know, Hokuzono was smart using that, like, the rough art. You know, like his because he had a lot of shit going on. You know, he had color pages. He was getting back from the excuse me. He was getting back from the convention from New York. So the man was going through a lot, and he had like back-to-back color pages. I think he had a volume cover to do or something. So he used the rough art in the most like genius way, like with Yura's hand coming down using Centipede in the panel. There's not much drawing to that, but it's the presentation. He uses presentation to really push himself forward. But I'm gonna go with oh come. I'm not a big Shiba guy either. I mean, come on, look at Soga right there. Akimura is like, I can't let that man get out first round, right? Okay, this is a good one. Kiri coming through, cutting the dude in the floor like in a perfect square, gas. But seeing Hirohiko, his student of freedom, he's like a beast. He's not gonna die. He's always gonna push himself. Just as like Chihiro's eyes is what gave him the win in the AIY Puri style clash against Hirohiko. Seeing Iori's like perfect usage, textbook usage of it is what unlocked it for him. But in the same sense, you could look at Hirohiko's natural instinct to like kind of be like a beast and always like doing what he needs to do to survive is what allowed him to avoid dying there. Because I mean, think about it. I mean, Samura is the master of AIY Puri style, so it's, you know, it's tough to say like scale how much better he is than Chihiro at this point. But he is better at it. I mean, he's been using it forever. But I mean, he just fucked your Uruha up when he used it. But I don't know. I think I might go Kiri here, bro, because like she just kind of pops in like nothing, and we see everyone's reaction. She was like a nice addition, and there's other Hirohiko moments that are way better than this. Oh man, Chapter 1 Chihiro was moving me. I can't lie. Like, look at that. That little motherfucker and the eyes. Notice the eyes are the thing that, like, is impactful, right? Hokuzo puts a lot of attention in eyes and hands. That, you know, he cooks all the time in those, when those, like, the focus of the art. Natsuki? Natsuki's cool. You know, I know Natsuki's got, like, his, like, little fandom that goes, you know, feral for him, but I mean, I think Ibuki's better than him. You know, like I'm a Ibuki stan. That dude's dead, and he got a dad bod. Maybe I got a dad bod too. Maybe that's why. But what y'all thinking? You think you? I'm telling you, you like me for real. I'm like you for real. Woo! Got like instant first reaction, right? Sojo. But that flame bone moment is cool because like Hiyuki thought she was like really pulling up saying like, oh, you need me. And then Chihiro's like face is so... I kind of agree with you, Akane, by the way. That raw Chihiro was moving different. You know, that solo dolo Chihiro. But I just like Chihiro's, like, look at him. He, like, just don't give up. Like, Hiyuki's like, oh, yeah, how are you going to get out of that spider web attack? Da, 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 da. And he's just like, so? Flamebone. I'm going to go Sojo, though. That's who I'm rocking with here. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, we still got, like, a good bit of rounds to go. I think 20 more rounds. Oh, my bad, Digital. I went the other way. But look, Cut Digital. I'm gonna let you cook. Which one you got here? Now, Hakuri's Awakening is in this. Obviously, that one's should be in here. Like I said, I picked 82 aura moments. This is a round of 64, so it took 64 out of the 82. So I'm not sure exactly what 18 they left out, but I did include Hakuri's Awakening, and I think that's one of the biggest moments. Bro, I told you that even though I'm not a huge Hakuri fan, that little motherfucker moves me, man. Alright, so I'm going to let Cut Digital cook with this one, because Hakuri does have that awakening. Now, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. Tenry's cool. I like what he introduces to the story. I like what he brings. You know, especially with his, like, you know, brother, his twin brother. But please save my father. You got the fucking fish. Oh, come on now. We not even gonna debate this one, bro. Sorry, Masumi. Yo, what's up, lazy boy? What's good? What's good? I'm cooling. Actually, I'm not cooling. It's hot as fuck in this room. Dead ass. Dun, dun. Alright, so the isolated arena in the sky. That moment goes hard as fuck, right? Or the Toby Mune, right? This has to be Toby Mune, because there's other moments in the Yura Chihiro Samura fight that like kind of like eclipse that moment, if that makes sense. But that moment we first see Toby Mune, tell me, even as a Samura, like, you know, I believe Samura gotta die. He gotta go. Looking good, bro. Don't be coming in here trying to rizz me up, dude. Don't be doing. They got me blushing. I ain't even got no pants on right now. I'm just playing. We'll go Toby Moon. I don't want to stay on him too long. Oh, it fucking cut out. Let me see. Can I? It cut it up. Dead people be like, that's supposed to be the spread. I lied. I completed. What you messing up your sleep schedule for, bro? Stop dreaming about me. Yo, man, like randomly, I was thinking about Kumiyuri, right? I'm really hoping Kumiyuri's third ability is like remote activated and just like fucks everything up. But I don't know what it could be, right? Like it manipulates. We'll talk about that later. Bro, I don't even know what you're talking about. Who you got right here? Dead people be like, it's the sword, bro. Oh, it's the sword. The unsheath. He unsheathed that monster. Pause. Yeah, and gotta put Mr. Nazuma. Well, we can't trust Akinator if they ever make a real life Magatsumi. That boy, he gonna go crazy with it. I made the thumbnail for Hishaku Hideout, right? And during the chapter of Uruha right here, I was like, bro, I love that like messy ass, rough ass art. Azami's in my top 5, but it's hard to beat that like Magatsumi, man. Especially seeing it like unsheathing in the blade of it. Yeah, I mean, shit, you cooking. Because look what Kiora was doing with just a tip. Look what Yura was doing with just a tip, right? Now imagine the master swordsman wielding the full Magatsumi. Like the jump in strength. The jump in strength is about to be insane. Oh, look at my goat Ibiki. I had to make sure I put Ibiki in Sword Bearers because that's how they move in, bruh. Alright, I'm gonna kind of go through these quick just to get to the second round. Sorry. Oh, okay. Now this is one I want to let y'all cook. I want to let y'all cook with this one. Hiyuki versus the Sword Bearers. You know, we got Uruha throwing up gang signs. Pinky. We got Samura being a fake blind man. Chat, tickle his feet. That Hiyuki introduction, though. I mean, I know her introduction was technically back when they introduced her as like the strongest fighter in the Kabunabi. But like her introduction to Chihiro right here, super hard. I mean, yes, I do think they're about to get cooked. Obviously, they're not going to die. But I think Samura may sacrifice himself to save Chihiro. That's my theory. Maybe not for next chapter. It might take 2-3 chapters. But I think that's going to be the conclusion of this fight. And Chihiro is going to have to tell Iori that, you know, Samura chose to be a hero in the end and saved me. Nah, Samura ain't no different shit, bruh. You better. That boy is going to see so good, and he's just going to make himself blind again. He's going to try and get that free parking pass. Who y'all got on this one, though? Now, Chihiro using Tobi Mune and 10 at the same time, because you can have 2 contracts now. We can't forget about that. Hey, you cooking. I mean, it's not a good meal, but you're cooking. Alright, bro. Pick Hiyuki or Sword Bearers. I'm going Hiyuki here personally. I mean, I gotta give my girl Hiyuki something, right? Hiyuki's Pookie. Alright, I'm just gonna run it up. Sword Bears? Okay. Just for you, I'll let the Sword Bears cook. Just for you. Samura. You and Samura, bruh. Killing me. Oh shit. What'd you expect me to look like? I'm always interested because you know Daffy's a homie, right? So Daffy and Poe is Daffy's thumbnail guy. They thought I would. They didn't think I was white. I don't get that though. I'm a honky. I'm a vanilla face. And you know it's funny, like I don't know. It's just me. I got a big ass head and And by the way, I want to ask y'all, how old do y'all think I look? That's always a fun question I get. I like fucking with people because most people cannot guess how old I am. By the way, I'm going Yura here. You know that's my GOAT. Bias. I know y'all gonna vote for Ikuto just to spite me. I know y'all gonna say Ikuto, but who y'all think? Because I don't want to just keep going Yura for bias. I want to be a little fair here. I don't think this is the best. 27. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'm older than 27 though. I'm cute though, huh? I know y'all cute too. I'm gonna give Ikuto this, man. The mustache. I'm actually 35, believe it or not. Ikuto. Yeah, Ikuto Hagiwara. Click, crashing out. Schizo King. I mean, he really came in super clutch at like the perfect time. Okay, I'll give you that because I did pick. I'm gonna go the this one right here when they pull out the enchanted blades at Kyoto. That's on my rock with. Just because this Euro one is just kind of a regular panel. We're almost to round 2. Nah, no pause. I know you risen me up, man. You and Lazy Boy risen me up. Bro, like I'm going to hell by the way, because like during that podcast episode, I was saying that if Yura and Ikuto like fused, they would be like the ultimate fighter. Because one of them got no legs, one of them got no arms. I'm going to hell. But I think we have to give Samuro this one, right? Like, I mean, obviously Samura's in this one, but that Suzaku moment. Oh, we got 2 spreads going against each other. Man, shit, I'm hungry right now. Speaking of, yo, y'all ever notice live streamers always be hungry? It's like motherfuckers just never eat before they go live. I'd be in chats and I'd be like, man, they really be always hungry. Alright. Honestly, I'm going straight. I don't think those are really that strong. Oh yeah, that panel is hard. Okay. See, I think we're gonna go Azami on this one. You're a walking corpse, and bro gets kicked by the walking corpse. He's a demon, bro. Azami, you could tell it really hit him in the heart, like to face Kunoshige's killer, or the guy who orchestrated it. Yuki Sada's got aura right here, but I mean, really, he got his head cut off. For Christ's sake, I mean, how much aura can you really have when you get your head cut off? See, I'm gonna take my fucking shirt off. Who's your GOAT, Samura or Azami? You gotta choose. Oh man. Got no hands to throw. Bro throwing pedicures. He'll never be defeated. You get it? Feet. Let me cook. I ain't gonna lie. I got Kiora here, man. Kiora fighting off the Magatsumi to like get his sense of self back. His conclusion was great. Here's your flowers, because that boy is a vase now. So we're gonna go through this last little bit quick. Ooh, this is hard here. I think we gotta go that spread, right? Samura is a likable character because like he has the arc where it makes you like not like his decisions, but he redeems himself through that. You know what I mean? The story like literally gives him an avenue for that. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I thought this. But you probably said the right all the way for the spread, the Uraha and Samura spread. I mean, we're gonna go Uraha here. The jump scare one's just a meme. Ooh, this is a good one too. I mean, Samura, that's when like he was like, oh, this mother, he ain't got no enchanted blade. Samura's got no enchanted blade. All these people pressing him. Yeah, we're just doing like which moment had the most aura. You know, just kind of like fun. Uh, so like out of like the Chihiro theater moment or Samura's, you know, him with the Buddha, who you think had more aura here? Anime all day. I'm gonna just call you all day, all day, all day. How long you ball? All day, all day. God there, God there. Yeah, this is just something I put together. If y'all want, I can I can put this. I made this public, so I could put this the link to do this. All right, we're gonna go somewhere for my boy all day. I don't think this is debatable, right? Yeah, like no one kills fodder better than Chihiro. I think that's fair to say. Like I'm talking about like in recent like times, no one kills fodder better than Chihiro. Like he just like mogs them. Like that boy in the first chapter just Kuro slashed like an entire like row of dudes. I want to see him get raw like that again, to be honest. All right, so now this is round 2. So we went through, it was the best of 64, so we went through 32. Now we got 16 rounds. This is 16 rounds, or 16 matches of the second in the second round. So like, who's got more aura in the when they unsheath their enchanted blades at Kyoto, or when Samura opens his eyes? Samura does look majestic. I mean, in terms of like aura, I really kind of gotta go with like Samura's got way more aura moments, and when I'm looking at this, just when they pulled out their enchanted blades, this is what propelled. This is what like kicked up the fucking action. It was already chaotic. Then we had the like 5-chapter flashback. Then we cut back. Chihiro slashes, finishes up Hirohiko. They talk, whip out their enchanted blades. Oh yeah, Kakai Samura meme I made. Damn. I was really like grilling Samura with that one. I feel bad for my boy. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. We going Batman Uraha. We gonna go Batman. What the oh. Alright, so which Sojo moment had more aura? Him locking in, synchronizing with the Cloud Gouger, or him with his seeing the dragon? His like that's kind of like his freedom moment, you know. What Sojo moment y'all got? Man, I'm probably going with the Sojo locked in over the chapter 9. Like chapter 9 is cool, but like just I mean think about it. He massacred a whole team. What am I expecting Sunday? This Sunday, so alright, we're gonna go lock in it all day. I'll do this one, but I'm gonna answer your question first. This Sunday, good question. So Soga's gonna take control, and I do think he is gonna do massive damage to at least one of them. I don't know if it's gonna be Chihiro or Samura. I do think that he is gonna do some. He is gonna make notable damage on one of the two. I do think when it's over, I think Samura's gonna sacrifice himself to save Chihiro. He gave one dude a PTSD power boost. Ikuto, yeah, that boy really leveled up Ikuto in the worst way possible. Suffering builds character, right? For bias, I'm going Sumi. You gotta be biased. Oh, Samura moments. Lazy boy, this your goat. Or one of your goats. Yeah, you're with just a tip, pause. Did put you're a cornholed Samura, pause. With just a tip. So good, it's gonna, like I said, he's gonna like the level of like strength is about to just like hit a crazy ass level. We've seen two people remote activate the Magatsumi using just a tip. Now we're seeing the master. Now we're seeing the master gonna, and he's gonna unsheath the whole thing, and he's gonna use the sword. Someone's getting stabbed with or slashed with that blade. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, I do like the Angel of Death. Why can't I? Let me see if I can do something real quick, guys. I'm gonna try something. I just want to see how this works. I just want to see how that function works. Okay, so it works like that. This really is like a test for me. That's weird. I didn't start no goal. And it doesn't pop up here. Man, Soga though. Hold on. See, my computer be tripping. I mean, obviously, I know I don't have a lot of people in here, so y'all two vote. So y'all both think Suzaku. I'll rock with y'all. Percentage, actually. I do think we're a little past halfway. I think people wanted to go like 300. People wanted to go to. I think we're probably gonna barely eclipse 200. You know, I that's what I think. Because the story is really gonna, like, I think, up the pacing. Or not, I shouldn't say up the pacing, because the pacing is already pretty quick. But the story's gonna get kind of like be more drawn in, I think, now. You know, because Chihiro is kind of like cracked too, especially if he can like true realm Akka, like, and evolve that to be able to, you know, use abilities more than once. 225 absolute max. I agree with that. I don't think it's gonna get more than JJK. Suzaku. It's Suzaku. Suzuka is like, sounds like the name of a waifu that you probably really like. Is my stream tripping? You know what's cool about Suzaku too? In Yu Yu Hakusho, there's a villain named Suzaku, I think. Or either his, let me see. My shit is tripping. Yeah. And he uses flames too. He's like a phoenix. But no, I do agree with that 225. I think 58% is fair. I would probably put it right around half if you asked me, but I think 58% is totally fair. I would agree with that. Well, who y'all got? I'm going Sword Bears. I want to kind of get through this a little bit. Now, if you know me, you know Ibiki is my goat. But this panel, this spread is just so fucking hard. Oh, my internet went out. Damn. Bro, I need to hardwire next time. Yeah, I like that. Like, I think it has to be something like that. I think Akka is like the answer. If Akka can absorb, like, say, the malediction, maybe that's the end goal. Like the end goal of the N10 is to absorb the malediction. Maybe to return, even possibly return Shikoku to its like native state. Dude, I tell you, this one's hard. So the bias in me wants Ibiki, right? But to be all fair, like what the this is really just a rehashed panel of the sword bearers going against Soga, which is in here. I'm going student freedom here. No, okay. See, look, there's the rehash panel. So I'm going there. I love Ibiki. I love Ibiki's like the thunder strikes down evil, but interesting enough, right? I'm just gonna turn my camera off. I think my shit's tripping with that. All right, so like the thunder strikes down evildoers, right? But where was that when Yura needed it? He needed a hero, but you talking about Shred, Lazy Boy? When he did the True Realm, and instead of Kuro slashing one big one, he did a bunch of tiny, impactful strikes. True. Like, there's a lot that he can do. I think his sword is the most like. I think his sword has the most utility. And if Akka does absorb the malediction eventually, like that's the end state of the N10, like that's my theory. He could do some crazy shit with Akka. And, we see him use Akka Suzaku to double hit him. But I mean, there's the Magasumi just being there. Yeah, there's a lot of instances I think in a manga where a character does, like Sukuna using the spiderweb cleave. We see him do it once, never again. I think there's just moments that that happens, and it would be like very useful for them to pull it out in a moment, but it's almost not necessarily forgotten about. But for the story to continue or to like round out the themes, it's better to prolong fights. But I mean, Hokuzone doesn't really like drag fights on either. There's not many fights that are super long. Like the longest fight I think is Kiora versus Chihiro, Hiyuki, and Hakari. But how y'all feeling about this matchup here? Which one had the most aura? Me personally, I'm going Yura here. And I mean, let's see. We got 4 more matches of this round, and then we're gonna get to the quarterfinals. Lazy Boy, well, you just never agree with me, bro. You're gonna have to meet me on site. I'm gonna tickle your feet, bro. All day, what you got? Anybody? If you're in here, don't hesitate to participate. Let us know which panel you think has the most aura, what moment. Chihiro with the Cloud Gouger, bro, I'm catching you. You crazy? I'm like Ibiki, bro. Lightning's gonna strike down. And just because you said the double spread, I'm gonna be a super hater and probably go Yura. Nah, I can't lie. That double spread is fire. Him with Cloud Gouger in his mouth. Okay, here's the Kuro Shred, which you were talking about a minute ago. Why? You tell me this now, Lazy Boy. Me and you really gonna have to meet up. But honestly, that True Realm moment with Chihiro goes so hard. Oh, this is a tough one. We just gonna get to the quarter. Oh, I'm going Urha. That return to Urha went hard as fuck. Bro, this should be like a finals matchup right here. This is the hardest like one to This is my favorite Chihiro moment and my favorite Hakuri moment. Both of these are like two of my like top 5 favorite moments in the series probably. I need your help with this one, bro. Hakuri, I feel that. I feel that. I want to see if All Day or anyone else has any input on this. Cause just to spite you, I might go Chihiro just cause I'm a lazy boy hater. I'm just kidding, bro. I can't be mad at that pick either, cause I think that Hakuri moment really kind of changed like Kagurabachi for me. Like, I think that really sealed it. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Damn, that was the. All right, so now we in the quarterfinals, right? The Student of Freedom versus the Spread. Now, here, this one, Hirohiko. All right, what's up, Dink? I agree. I agree with that. Like I said, that from that point forward, the Rakuzaichi is great. Like the Rakuzaichi was good before then, right? I think I need to lower my mic a little bit. Like the Rakuzaichi was great, was really really good. But from chapter 34 to like the end, I think it's like 10 chapters. That those 10 chapters I think is some of the best Kagurabachi like in the story. Like me personally. And the conclusion, the awakening of Hakuri, you know, like his backstory with the girl, the girl with the cold, Kyora's conclusion, the fight was good. That's like the longest fight I think. But now, who we got here? Dink, who you thinking, bruh? You got the Spread or you got the Student of Freedom? This is where Hirohiko had everything. Then he lost it all after this. Hey, bro, look, I want you to pick, fam, because you know what? I'm gonna rock with you. Because my you know, Hishaku Hideout, my co-host Dice loves Hirohiko. Got a lot of stocks in him so for him and your sake, I'm gonna ride with y'all. But he had the aura in that moment. It's just, you know, he lost it all right after. But he's gonna get it back. I think this man's gonna have the craziest like stock portfolio. Cause his shit was way up, skyrocketed, and it's gonna crash. It crashed already. But I think that shit's gonna lift right back up very quickly. Like Hirohiko's gonna take a body. I just don't know who. Batman Uraha or Sojo? Yeah, he said, "You think you cooking?" Nah, fam. But I'm probably going Sojo here if I'm being real, boys. Like Batman Uraha. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's fire, but look, my homie Dink said it, so you know it's real. Cause I agree. I agree. Oh shit! This should be this is a like potential finals matchup, bro. The 2v2, the 4-way standoff, or the I you know I'm an Ibiki stan, so I had to put Ibiki and the Sword Bearers. Yeah, and then I mean, Like Hokozuna was really, really cooking. Like he was cooking so fucking hard. The greatest Hokito Glazer. Y'all both said the four-way standoff, and y'all both mentioned Hokito, which Hokito's got the strongest face card in the Hishaku. We gotta be real. You know what's so funny about this little standoff? Uh nobody talks about fucking Natsuki. Natsuki's sitting there like he's like, what the fuck am I doing here? You're so like disinterested. Uruha is locked in. Hokito's having the time of his life. Alright. I'm just gonna kind of speed through this. Just get. Bro, he really does hate. He really does hate. He's like, man, fuck. Well, I gotta team up with him. But Uruha dead ass saved helping him. Uruha's like the strongest there. But I think Uruha's like full power Uruha, like even without the enchanted blade, him and Hokito are like the top two. Yeah, they all got hands. I mean, we can't that spread, right? Like Uruha's here, but I mean, we got Uruha right there with Samura. Like, how can you beat that? All right, so now this like the semis. No. This the quarterfinals, I think. Yeah. This the quarterfinals. Excuse me. All right. I need y'all help with this one. Hakri, and then dead people be like, I'm probably going Hakri here. That little motherfucker moves me, man. Man, I'm gonna have to stream more. This is fun. I just need to get my shit set up right. This is my first test, so. Oh, we split. If only we had a tie. I guess I'm the tiebreaker here. I do agree with you, Dank. But bias aside, I think I gotta go Hakri. Bro, this like quiz or like this like tournament bracket, whatever you want to call it, or that's a good idea. If we can't decide going forward, we'll do a coin flip. Oh, the four-way. So you're going Suzaku, I'm guessing, right? I agree. I do agree. For your sake, lazy boy, I'll let you have that one. Okay, that's not fair. All right. Yeah, I think we're all on the same page with that joint. Now we got the spread that like it's so simple, but that is one of the most cinematic moments in Kagurabachi. But like the lock-in moment just really moves the story. Like it's impactful because it's like, wow, the blades. Excuse me, the blades really are just it's a slave master thing where anyone can wield them, anyone can synchronize with them. Sojo synchronizes the blade to like massacre a team of people. Chihiro has to like come to understand that is the reality. The first true realm I think we see before this is the Kuro Shred, but it's like right around the same time for sure. Okay. And it's impactful. All right, so this is the semifinals now. Who y'all got? Bro, I ain't gonna lie. So when making thumbnails, like when I read the chapter, right, and for the Shaku Hideout, I think about what panel is going to be the thumbnail. The easiest fucking decision of my life was like looking at this panel and be like, oh well, we know this one. I forgot. Oh my god, yo, I'm going Hakri, bro. I really got Hakri on this one, man. It's just like fuck. I'm not a Samura stan, and this man Samura, I cannot allow this man to be like in the finals twice, bro. Lazy boy is eating this shit up. I'm gonna let Dink be the decider on this. It rests on your shoulders, Dink. I mean, dead ass. Like I was talking about making the thumbnails or whatever. Like when I read both of these chapters as well, I knew for a fact. Well, these are the thumbnails. In fact, that Hakari panel right there. When I was reading it, I think that is what inspired. Cause I was reading it since like chapter 11, I think. But that was the like chapter where I was like, oh, I want to make a Kagurabachi video. Like that's the start of my Kagurabachi career. Is this panel? But I said Dink was gonna choose, and I'm a man of my word. So we got this fucking fake blind man. I think y'all are gonna go Suzaku, but I like the Angel of Death. Yeah, he is so well written. It's true. It's true. Objectively, he's great. Yes. I'm going that one too. All right, there's the winner. Now I'm gonna put the I'll put the link to this. I'm gonna have to do it the ghetto way. Nah, lazy boy. Just to spite you, fam. I'm gonna put this y'all be seeing what my algorithm be looking like. That's right. So that's the link if y'all wanna share it or just do it on your own. Y'all can do it on your own. I'll put the link in the description as well. I do appreciate y'all coming through. This is like something I'm getting used to, so it's nice to have people to like bounce back and forth with and all that. By the way, y'all, if y'all here, let me just shout out my I dropped some Heat videos lately. So I mean, if you're interested, check those out. Especially this one. If you're in the Free Aaron, if you're in the Trojan X, I cooked the piss out of those videos. And of course, I got this Kagurabachi video. I highly recommend that. But I mean, look, in the last 2 weeks, 8 videos. Been cooking, bro. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day, a good night. Drink some water. I say that even though I don't drink water, but y'all be cool.